Hi, welcome to Bryant Systems. I'm Scott Bryant. I'd just like to talk to you today about boot camps. Boot camps should be banned. Boot camps should be banned. The reason why boot camps should be banned is because if you've got 10, 20 people in a boot camp, yes, you may make £200 if you're working with 20 people at £10 an hour, say. But the thing that's wrong with boot camps is that you've got 20 case histories. If you've got 20 case histories, what I mean by that is you've got 20 people's bodies. The body is more scientific than a car engine. So if you're training 20 or 10 people together at once, you're not really giving them a proper training session for their body. Many of them will have forward head posture, anterior pelvic tilt, weak lower abdominals, inverted breathing pattern, hormonal issues, adrenal fatigue issues. They'll have all these problems. So if you're working with 10 or 20 people, you're just proselytizing yourself. You're not really giving them value for money. You're giving them what they want, but they're going to you because you're the elite professional. So if you're the elite professional, you should be giving them quality, not quantity. You're giving them quantity, so you're training 10 people or 20 people together. How can you really give them a good session? How can you take their anterior pelvic tilt into account? How could you take their forward head posture into account? How could you take, they might have a tech type major or minor. They may have a weak hamstring on the right side, a strong hamstring on the left side, one calf that's bigger than the other. They may have a weak trapezius on one side and a strong trapezius on the other side. So if you're giving people boot camp training, you're really trashing your client in the long run, because you cannot train 10 people, 20 people together and take all their case histories into account and give them a wicked session. The people that are migrating to boot camps, as in the client wise, are training with you because you're cheap and because you're shit. That's why they're training you. They're training with you because you're cheap and you're shit. If you were good, you would have a good client base of one-to-one clients. Yes, boot camp will make you a lot of money very, very quickly, but your clients will suffer in the fucking long run. That's why boot camps should not be done, and they should be fucking banned. Boot camps should be banned in the fitness industry. They should not be there. Can you understand why? If the body is more complex than a car engine and you're doing boot camps with your client and you're not taking into all them things into account, then you can't really change that client. They're not going to lose weight. They're not going to get stronger. I've seen boot camps over the park, and the woman's doing press-ups and her head is dropping down, her spine is all not straight, and the trainer's going, come on, do more, do more, do more, do more, do more. And the woman's fucked. You should be stopping her and saying, do it with good form, do it with perfect technique. This is what's not happening. So personal trainers are going into boot camp training to make a lot of money, but not give quality of service. And these clients end up going to the physio, the osteo, and the chiropractor because they're in pain. And they don't know why, and they don't put it towards their trainer or their training session. Now, you've got motor engrams inside the body. If you put your hands like that, that's your normal motor engram. You change your thumb position, that's a different motor engram. To put a normal motor engram takes 300 repetitions. For me to change it in the brain will take 3,000 to 5,000 repetitions. So if you're doing boot camp or you're training people in boot camp and one client is doing the press up wrong, or they're doing the lunge wrong, or they're doing the burpee wrong, the reason why they'll never get it right is because they've got to go 3,000 to 5,000 times before it changes in the fucking brain. So it's really, really, really important that you don't get caught in the trap of boot camp training just to make a lot of money. Because in the end, one of these smart lawyers that you're working with will go, hang on a minute, I didn't have the pain before I started boot camp, but now I've got it. I'm going to make some money. So I'm going to sue my fucking trainer because he didn't tell me. So boot camps need to be banned. Group exercise needs to stop. Yeah, you're all going to hate this video, and I'm going to love that you hate it. But it's boot camps should be banned. They should be stopped. Trainers should not be allowed to do boot camp unless you've got a group of trainers that can watch 2 clients at a time, 1-to-1. But that's not going to happen because the boot camp mentality is just about making money. It's not about getting the person healthy and getting them strong and getting them functional. Because remember the repetition, 3 to 500 to build the motor engram, to undo it and change it is 3 to 5,000. So that's why boot camps don't work. Many people are dying and having heart attacks doing boot camp crap. It needs to be banned. So if you're looking at doing boot camp, do not do it. Refuse to do it. Find a cheaper trainer. Do 1-to-1. Don't do boot camps. Boot camps need to be banned. I don't agree with them. If a trainer is training 2 people at a time, that can be good as long as the trainer has got very good knowledge, very good understanding, and the training history of the 2 clients that he's working with have been working out for a long time, so say 2 to 3 years, so they know what they're doing as long as they're doing it correctly. But when you're doing a boot camp with 10, 20 people, that's 10, 20 case histories. That's when the person rips their knee or damages their shoulder or fucks up their neck or their back starts to hurt 3 to 6 weeks after training with you. But you're okay in the bank, you've got all their money, so you don't care. But when they fucking sue you, then you'll care. So I say no to boot camps. Boot camps need to be banned now. Let's change the industry. Let's make it better, not fucking worse. Thank you very much. I'm Scott Bryant of Active Bryant Systems. I've hoped you enjoyed this blog. It's a bit extreme. I've swore a lot, but I'm passionate about this. Boot camps need to be banned. And if you're doing it, switch it over into a nutrition and lifestyle boot camp. So you get people sitting down and you can talk to them and you can educate them about food and training. Don't get them in the park where there's big amounts of them. Do them in 2s if you need to do it. Or get them assessed. See somebody that's more highly qualified than you to assess them clients so they can do the boot camps without getting a heart attack, without getting a meniscus tear, or without damaging their shoulder or damaging their L5-S1. The body is more complex than a car engine. So boot camps do not work. They work for you to make money, but do not work for the client. So you've got to think about ethically. Ethically, are you going to do things right for your client? Or ethically, are you just going to rob them of their money and then don't give a fuck if they hurt their back, they have a heart attack or something happens? Okay, I'm Scott Bryant of Active Bryant Systems. Hope you enjoyed this today. Please prescribe there. Prescribe. And please send this video everywhere. Because we need to ban boot camps. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.